surgery by a 25-year-old male. And this is normally the space where average political commentators will offer their deepest and sincerest condolences and sympathies to the family of the bereaved. But I'm not your average political commentator. I feel sorry for his family. I feel sorry for his friends, anybody who knew him in a personal way. I feel sorry for the loss that they've accrued. I feel sorry for the grief that they're going to feel. But I do not feel sorry that David Amess is dead. I feel sorry that a human life has ended in such a brutal fashion. But that's the extent of it. David Amess voted for 10 years for policies that caused thousands upon thousands of people to die. His voting caused people to commit suicide. It caused people to die from aggravated health conditions brought on by the stress of losing all financial support from the government. His voting caused people with severe mental and physical disabilities to be told that they were fit to work and subsequently have all government support removed. He voted to reduce housing benefit for people who had one spare room. He voted not to increase state support, at least in line with prices. So translated, he voted to not have the government make sure you can fucking eat. His policies that he voted for, and his voting pattern, and his association with the current Conservative government has caused thousands of people to die. We have had people with no arms and no legs told they were fit to work. All state benefits subsequently removed because they were fit to work and had to go find a job. We had a man with the mentality of a 6-year-old who missed his appointment by 2 minutes, sanctioned. We had a family who had recently lost their father to cancer, and while he died, he was under sanction on the benefits. And when they applied to have that sanction lifted, they were asked to prove he was dead. So the son, the oldest son, went into court and placed his father's urn with the ashes and all on a chair just to make a statement. Yeah, he's definitely dead. We put him in an oven. If he wasn't dead before, he fucking is now. He's dead. Stop sanctioning him. Stop punishing him. The man is dead. David Amess voted for that. He voted for the policies that led to that environment. He voted for the policies that led to a desperate mother leaping out of her window, holding her baby, because she had no way to feed that child. She had no way to feed herself. She had no way to keep the heating on. He voted for policies that caused pensioners to freeze to death in their homes in the winter. He did this. Indirectly, he killed thousands upon thousands of people. And now I'm supposed to feel sad that he's dead. I'm sorry, I don't. That's the cold hard fact of it. You can say what you like in the comments. Call me a scumbag, an arsehole, a wanker. Say what you like. I do not feel sad that this man is dead. I feel sad that a man is dead. Sure. I feel sad that a man was stabbed to death multiple times and had to be put through the pain of that and suffer that. And I feel sad that he has family and kids and probably grandkids that are going to miss their relative. Absolutely. David Amess, dead, I do not feel sad about. Sorry. That's the be all and end all of it. Not after the thousands upon thousands of people that have suffered and died because of policies he voted for. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to score a political point here. This is not me trying to make a statement, trying to be, trying to get a cheap point off the back of a dead man, because that's not what I'm doing. There are plenty of Conservative MPs, ex-Conservative MPs out there who have turned away, people who have had Conservative policies, Conservative politics in their lives, who have turned away from this government because they were too obscene, they were too malicious. Austerity was too savage for them. So if they could do it, David Amess could have done it. 10 years ago, when austerity was first implemented, he could have said, no, this is killing people. This is abhorrent. He could have had an ounce, a shred of dignity and said, no, this is not for me. This is not, no, I'm not going to sit here in a government and aid a government and vote for a government that's killing people. I'm not going to do it. But he didn't. He stayed loyal to the Conservative Party. And as such, he was implicit in austerity. He was implicit when that woman jumped out the window with her child and died. He was implicit when a man with severe mental deficiencies was told he was going to be sanctioned because he was 2 minutes late. He was implicit when the man with no arms and no legs was told he could work, and as such, all benefit would be removed. I do not feel sad that David Amess has died. I feel sad that those thousands of people have died because of the actions David Amess took. I feel as sad as I felt when Bin Laden died. Put it that way. Bin Laden died, and it was sad because the man was dead. That was it. Nobody was sad that Bin Laden was dead. In fact, people cheered because the man had terrorised millions. He had murdered thousands. He had caused suffering on an untold scale. And make no mistake about it, I'm not being egregious. I'm not being hyperbolic. The Tories are terrorists. David Amess, in his voting, was a terrorist. For 10 years, he held up a government that terrorised poor people, vulnerable people, disabled people, elderly people. Terrorised thousands, caused thousands to die. Because it was economic terrorism. It was terrorist policy. That's the be all and end of it. I do not feel any sadness that David Amess has died. All I feel that's happened is the chickens have come home to roost. Because we've seen thousands upon thousands upon thousands of poor people dying because of the policies that this man and his conservative comrades and his conservative peers and his conservative colleagues have implemented. And these people have died. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands. It was only going to be a matter of time. And it turns out that time was 10 years before somebody finally got desperate enough and snapped and murdered a Conservative MP. All that's happened is the chickens have come home to roost. And I'm not saying it's right what this man did. I'm not saying he was in the right to stab a man to death. Nobody is in the right to take another person's life. But it was going to happen. It was bound to happen at some point. And now the media and the establishment and every politician from across the left all the way through to the right is going to tell us that we should feel sad. We should feel upset. No. No. I feel sad that thousands upon thousands of people have died because of austerity, because of this government. And that David Amess was complicit in that. I feel sad that he didn't have enough dignity, didn't have enough integrity to turn his back on the savagery that this government and the previous Conservative governments before it implemented. I feel sad that his loyalty to the Conservative Party was so strong that he was willing to condemn thousands of people to die. That's what I feel sad about. I feel sad that his family, his wife, his kids, his grandkids, whatever it is, are going to be sad. They're going to grieve. They're going to grieve. And I feel bad for them because they had nothing to do with the way he voted. They had nothing to do with his politics. I feel for them. And I feel for the life that's been lost. But I do not feel for David Amess, the man.